Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today we are going to discuss the best evening gown performance of the decade, and we will be focusing on the best evening gown performances. Yes, it will be purely based on how the ladies shine, how the ladies carry themselves, their confidence, and of course the dress could also affect, but I am putting more weight on the performance. Again, the coverage will be from 2010 to 2019 because the decade of 2010s starts from January 1 of 2010 to December 31 of 2019. So that's Miss Universe 2010 to Miss Universe 2019. Let's begin the countdown. Number 10, Kacey Finnell, Miss Universe Jamaica 2014. I was so thrilled when Jamaica came out looking amazing in her red gown. First of all, the gown fits her perfectly, and that open back just showed enough skin, which is good. And look at that walk. My goodness. Just look at how rhythmic her hips when she sways it. I just love that. And of course, that finale pose and giving us that smile, amazing. Number 9, Alina Peters, Miss Universe South Africa 2017. Her gown was quite a surprise to me because it's very regal, very unique looking, and honestly, not the usual type of gown that we would expect, but it looked amazing on her. I am glad that the camera focuses more on her face because that gorgeous face deserves some more moment. And it was indeed her personality that helped her shine through at that round. Her walk was good, but honestly, if someone looked like this in front of us, you will not be focusing on the walk anymore, but on the woman itself and the way she shines on that stage. Number 8, Olivia Jordan, Miss Universe USA 2015. I am just a huge fan of Olivia Jordan. In fact, she is my favorite Miss USA. When IMG took over, it's not a surprise because she also got the highest placement compared to her successors. Olivia Jordan already know how to charm the camera with her beauty and her confident smile. And when she came out on that beautiful evening gown with that amazing train as well, that was another jaw-dropping moment for me. I can't believe how this gown made her look super stunning. It is like the perfect gown for her. The way she carried the gown with so much confidence, elegance, and class is just beyond the roof. I also love her final pose and giving us an angelic smile. So beautiful. Number 7, Chilli Swanson, Miss Universe Thailand 2016. I was so disappointed at this edition because the contestants were not given an individual moment to be on stage in the evening gown, and their walk was too quick as well. However, it cannot be denied, though, that Thailand definitely rocked in this round of competition. I love her gown, it is very unique, but it made her look so queenly, and I really love her confidence as she walked. But my favorite moment here is when she grabbed the bottom part of the train with her eyes staring down as well, and I just love repeating that moment. It was so good, and thankfully the camera is on point and in the perfect position as well. So that made the overall performance and the capturing of that moment so perfect. Number 6, Pia Wurtzbach, Miss Universe Philippines 2015. From the time she came out, all eyes are already on her. Her eyes and her smiles towards the camera is something that cannot be ignored because that screams confidence. I also don't mind that little trip because she was able to recover from it easily. In fact, it was that trip that made her do the transition from fierce look to the sweet smile of hers. And watch out for that Miss Universe kind of turn. That is a winning look, and she is giving us a winning stare. Number 5, Alicia Stefanko, Miss Universe Ukraine 2011. It may appear as a simple performance, but this performance hits the perfect score for sex appeal, goddess-like performance, and elegance. I personally celebrated when she chose this kind of gown because she's got one of the most beautiful faces, and that walked the Miss Universe stage. And she doesn't need an overly detailed gown to stand out. All she needs is just a flowy white gown and she can transform into a goddess. And with her performance and with how she did during her competition, she surely showed us how a goddess walked on stage. That was such a beautiful and memorable performance for me. Number 4, Ariana Gutierrez, Miss Universe Colombia 2015. This woman is undoubtedly the definition of confidence. I mean, she's walking on that stage like she knows that she is a strong contender. And I can feel that as well as a viewer, and that is in a good and positive way. I just love how the gown made her sparkle even more on that stage, and the way that gown emphasized her figure was just beautiful. Plus, it also helped highlight how strong her walk is. I also love the effect of the bouncing hair as she walks. It gives some more drama in that moment. My number 3, Stephanie Gutierrez, Miss Universe Venezuela 2018. Well, if you haven't seen my best evening gown of the decade, you have to check it out. But just a spoiler, this is my favorite evening gown of the decade. In this round, I am amazed at how Stephanie combined her mastery and perfect skills in delivering a strong catwalk accompanied by her charming and gorgeous face and flirtatious smile. I am just melting in this performance. I just love this performance so much. If Catriona did not compete this year, I would be rooting for Stephanie to win. She was just amazing. I also love how she did her pose with that seductive moment on her lips and that stare on one side before staring at the camera. So good. My number 2, Diana Harkusha, Miss Universe Ukraine 2014. Let me just tell you something about Ukraine. She wasn't in my radar at all during the 2014 competition, but when I saw her performance during the evening gown in the preliminaries, she definitely skyrocketed into my prediction. If I remembered correctly, I placed her as my first runner-up. That was a performance that is definitely on top compared to many performances that we have seen in this decade. From the time she made that turn when her country was cold, and observe the opening of the lips, giving us that short gasp of breath. It was just perfect. And the way she stared and look at how she walked on that stairs as well. See how she flipped that fabric to showcase her legs, and at the same time making it easier for her to walk down. She's doing it with so much attitude and personality, and I am loving that. My goodness, this woman was just unbelievably good in 2014. And to me, just in my opinion, of course we all have our own favorites, but to me, the best evening gown performance of this decade and the best representation of this decade is my number 1, Catriona Gray, Miss Universe Philippines 2018. The only thing that I do not like here is that there was no surprise anymore since she was pulled out for a quick interview before the evening gown competition. But nevertheless, that was a performance that every pageant fans will remember for a long time. From her iconic and beautiful lava-inspired gown, to the way she was styled overall, to her ear cuffs and the charm that commands total attention, that performance definitely separates her and gave her a huge edge during her competition. I love how fierce the color of the gown is, but she is giving us that beautiful smile that of course is the perfect combination to both, and of course a smile that melts the heart of every viewer. And that final turn with her position of her hands on her back hips, that beautiful fierce stare, and transitioning to her gorgeous smile, one word: perfection. And of course, that performance, as always, will be iconic. So that's it. These are my top 10 favorite evening gown performance of the decade. You can also check on my YouTube channel my top 10 swimsuit performance of the decade and the best evening gown of the decade. So don't forget, do you agree with my top 10 and my number 1 pick? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.